Good morning. Good morning to all the dignitaries on the stage. It is my privilege to deliver my message in the august presence of the Most Reverend Dr. Peter Paul Saldana, Bishop of Mangalore and President of SJEC, Dr. Rio D'Souza, Principal, Reverend Father Wilfred Prakash D'Souza, Director, Father Rohit D'Costa, and Father Alvin D'Souza, Assistant Directors, the management and the staff, and most importantly, the superstars of today. Because you should be really proud of yourself of graduating from the class of 2019. And you will know when you go outside how valuable this degree is and how valuable it is to pass out from VTU. So you should be really proud of yourself today. I also want to take a special mention to all the parents who have come here. I assume it's a very proud moment for all of you. So it gives me a great pleasure to come back to my alma mater after 13 years. I was in the first batch of 2016 in mechanical engineering, and it's a really a proud moment in any student's life to come back to their own alma mater to be in this kind of an event for the 14th graduation ceremony. So I won't take much of your time. I will just spend a few minutes to tell you how life is different from college to the industry, what the industry is, and what is my experience which I can share with you. Life at college and life at industry is quite different. The most important thing that we have to learn is to embrace the constant changes that happen in the environment. Today in the engineering industry, it is a very challenging environment with everyday evolvement in a rapid manner. I will take an example. This is the industry that I come from, the automotive industry. India is the largest producer, fourth largest producer in the world for cars, passenger cars in the world, with roughly 4.606 million cars manufactured into 2018. And this will grow further. This will grow much, much bigger, because today India needs a lot of cars. So you can imagine the engineering industry will also grow. So that's a very positive message. This industry has been predominantly working, if you look at it, from conventional engines. So it was predominantly with mechanical engineers and automotive engineers, with some involvement of electrical and electronics. However, in the last 20 years, if you see the change in the industry, in the drastic way the technology is evolving, because of regulations in the country, customer expectations, you will see that there is a very rapid change. And today, the industry is looking at electrification of engines, advanced electronics. Even you and me want basic cars to have advanced electronic features. So you can imagine the luxury car customers must be looking at something like autonomous vehicles. So there's a boom of this technology. I presume some of you must be working on some projects which are related to alternative sources of energy, like electric vehicle. There are vehicles by hydrogen power. So you can see that there is a big change in the way we are moving towards in the future. As technology, regulations also change, and so does customer expectations. You and me have very different requirements, and as we grow older, our requirements will go even more different. Customers have become more vigilant. They have become more aware, vigilant about technology, and they want to make their lives better. So with the evolution of technology, with the evolution of the regulation, with the evolution of the customer expectations, you can imagine the present industry cannot work with the present set of skill sets. We need a lot of improvement in the skill sets. We need a lot of people coming from other streams to support us in this kind of an industry. I'll just leave you with 5 S that we follow in the automotive industry. This 5S is what basically defines the change that we have. The first is smart. S for smart, first S. We want vehicles to be communicative, self-driven and automatic. We want the vehicles to be safe. So the second S is safe. Because we want, as we go on the road, due to various conditions, we want vehicles to be safe. We want the vehicles to be sustainable, which requires very strict emission standards. Pollution levels have to be controlled. So we tend to use recyclable, usable, reusable parts. And this becomes a really important part for material science engineering, for example. We want the vehicle to be smooth. So smooth is the 4th S. Because we want minimum vibration when we go on the Indian road. We don't mind, we have potholes, but we still want a smooth ride. And we want to make the cars really, really fantastic to absorb these shocks. So it is our job to deliver to the customer demand. Serviceable, because even though we have all these conditions, we want the vehicles to be very, very low maintenance and easy maintenance. So these are the 5 S which today are driving our industry. And this 5S has made such a big impact in the industry. There is a quantum leap which needs to be done in the vehicle technology, which requires a multi-specialty skill set. So the good news is, today in terms of, for you as a future, today the industry is not only looking at mechanical engineers or automotive engineers. Today the industry is looking at everybody. Electronics, electricals, computer science, civil, each and every MBAs, MCAs, every degree, every part of the stream is being used in every industry. I just gave you an example of how automotive industry is evolving, but you can imagine the same kind of change happens in all the industries. Every industry goes through this massive evolution. So, this is what I wanted to share with you about the industry. And now I want to share with you very shortly just 3 points, which is my experience. And maybe it may help you, maybe it may not help you. But I want to share with you because had somebody shared with me, it would have been great. So, the 3 things that I follow: dream big and strive hard to achieve them. My suggestion or my view is we should not limit our dreams due to internal and external factors around us. You have the biggest examples in front of you. In the software industry today, nearly 70% of the companies that function from the US or from wherever in the world, it is led by Indians. The whole industry is dominated by Indians. So you can imagine the way the industry has evolved, how people have dreamt big to make this happen. And every industry has such kind of examples where many people start their careers at a very basic job and they follow their dream to become game changers. And I want to mention here, because this quote I have taken specifically from a man who has been practicing this all his life. It is late Dr. Abdul Kalam, the late former President of India, who is famously known as the missile man of India for his development of ballistic missile and space rocket technology. It was his basic dream and determination, and which is bearing fruits today. And you can see this today, the way ISRO has developed, the way we are going forward. It's a person's dream. So don't limit your dreams. Dream big and strive hard to achieve them. Be yourself. As you go ahead and experience different situations in your professional life, you will see it's really important to be complacent, humble, and ethical at whatever you do. You will face a lot of challenges in your life where you will require to be really complacent. And it's really a fine line. It's a challenge to maintain or balance the desire to achieve the dream, which I just said, and to be humble and complacent at the same time. So it becomes very important for you as a human to be relevant. So be yourself, be complacent, be ethical in whatever you do. The third and the last message is never give up. Never give up. As engineers, as professionals, you will face a lot of challenges when you go out into the industry. Of course, today with the massive changes and a lot of opportunities being there, you will find a lot of opportunities that you can take. Okay? But do not ever give up, because first you have to establish yourself within the industry, which will happen, and then you have to sustain yourself. And this sustenance is really important, because this is where you have to be relevant as an individual, and that's why what I said, dream big and be yourself, plays a very important part. So you have to have this attitude of never give up, and you need to, as you strive, you need to strive each day to sustain and achieve your dreams. There will be many challenges that you will face on a day-to-day basis or on a long-term basis, but always remember that there is a new day and there is always a way out for any kind of problem. So never ever give up. I was just reading an article when I was coming towards Bangalore. It was about Jack Ma, who was the chairman of Alibaba. He has given a very strong message of how he, as an individual, failed so many times in his life, but he took it in a very positive sense. He never gave up his dream, and he went forward. And he went forward and he achieved. And today, at the age of 55, he retired because he wants to spend time with the young people, to coach them, teach them, and spend time with his family. So he's trying to give back to the society. So all I'm trying to tell you at the end of the day, these three messages is: dream big, strive hard to achieve them, be yourself, and never give up. I want to wish you all the best for this wonderful, exciting journey that is ahead of you. I hope and pray that you will achieve your dreams and become successful individuals. At the end, I really want to thank again the management and staff of St. Joseph's for giving me this wonderful opportunity to come back. It is a dream of any alumnus to have a stage like this, to come back, and I'm really thankful for this opportunity. So thank you very much, all the best, and have a great future ahead. Thank you.